Hello, Snakes. My name is Dante, and today it is Podcast Tuesday once again. And now we're gonna go over the 10 most likely cards that will get banned in the in basically the next ban announcement, which will be somewhere in August. So, well then, it's time for me to start a new challenge on Twitch. Community challenge. Mark is complete the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Link stream. I've literally done it yesterday, and well, we're just gonna. So, alright. Archive the old ones. Let's create a new community challenge. Alright, so we got Game on TCG Live Challenge. Alright. Alright, 25,000 points. 1 month. Color yellow. Go! Alright, so now you can now the challenge has begun, so you can use your channel points to actually do this. Yeah. Now it's time for our combo, first of all. And we got combo. We got Panharmonicon, Soul Foundry, Gilded Lotus, and Corridor Monitor. So, you have part Panharmonicon. You got Soul Foundry, you can imprint Corridor Monitor, and well, you can even imprint something else. I think, yeah, you can also, if you play Soul Foundry after Panharmonicon. But with Gilded Lotus, you can basically, Gilded Lotus, um, tap for 3 mana of any one color, activate Soul Foundry for 2 mana to put the to clone the Corridor Monitor, and since the ETBs duplicate, untap both the Gilded Lotus and the Soul Foundry, meaning you can get infinite mana, infinite untaps, and infinite Corridor Monitor. So you can just do so many and ETB triggers as well. Yeah, it's just a really nice combo. I like it. So yeah, wait. Oh wait, I haven't launched the combo. So the challenge. Alright, so now time for the non-bow, where we got Alright, we got Webweaver, Changeling, and Volo. Well, basically, a Changeling with Volo is just a non-bow because it basically uh, it basically stops. It just stops you from drawing stuff. So with so with um, Webweaver Changeling, it's Changeling. So all your creatures are all the types, and well, basically with Volo, ET Webweaver Changeling ETBs, you don't copy it, and now you can't copy spells anymore, right? Because you have to cast when you cast something that doesn't share the creature type with something you already have. I mean, or something in your graveyard. Then yeah, it's then you copy it. So since Web Leaver Changeling is everything, then you don't copy it, and then you can't copy stuff anymore. And even when it hits the graveyard, it still stops. So yeah, let's go to number 10. I mean, this isn't ranked in any particular order. This is just some cards I've seen and where they might get banned. So, at number 10, we got We got a Tratza Grand Unifier, a 7 mana 7/7 legendary fire. It's an angel with flying visions that does lifelink. And you probably just ETBs top 10 for each card type. Put in your hands. And card types are artifacts, bows, enchantments, creatures, instants, land, planeswalker, sorceries, and kindred. Well, kindred cards don't exist in standard or pioneer, but well, this is going to be very likely banned in standard for well, and maybe pioneer too. But this is a pure, but pioneer is just purely hypothetical. So yeah, let's so yeah. So we go to standard metagame. Modern metagame. All right, not modern. I mean standard. It's kind of non-existent, but right now, so you got Golgari midrange, which is the Bronco, and well, you got Domain. Let's see, Domain decks play a Tratza. You just ramp up and manage to hard cast a Tratza. It's just that easy. So yeah, those decks are freaking annoying. I mean, I was playing standard, so Timor land combo is what just is it's last days of Timor land combo before the lands just well rotate out. Because rotation's happening right now. I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, no more land combo. But I mean, but yeah, what? How that? Oh, Cascade. Oh, I mean, they're calling it Cascade because it's. Oh wait, what? Because you Invasion of Alara, Discover. I mean, you could just there's stuff we've discovered. It's just all right. Let's see. Oh wow, that's insane, bro. But yeah. That's well, basically a pseudo Cascade deck. Four color control. No, that's not a Tratza. Wait, a Tratza? Huh? Oh yeah. So they just control their way. Oh yeah. So four color control. Domain is domain and yeah, that's basically a Tratza. I mean, well, there's also Rafine, but Rafine is gonna rotate out, so there's no point in banning Rafine. But yeah, Pioneer, you could argue a Tratza could get banned in Pioneer because right now we got so there was a Transmogrify and Creativity, but now there's much less of these. So maybe a Tratza won't get banned in Pioneer. But if it gets banned in a format, it's probably gonna be standard. Now it's time for number 9. Here we go. Knight Errant of Eos in the standard format. So in standard, the second most popular deck is is basically um, Convoke, and it just spams creatures. So if we go standard metagame, wait, I mean, wait, I should change it to that was at last Friday. So let's just change it. So yeah, land combo's not a thing anymore. But you got friggin' Boros Convoke, Azorius Soldiers, and Jeskai Aggro that all have Knight Errant Eos as their main card. So let's just see. I mean, we got look Novice Inspector. Nurturing. Now it's gonna replace Volder and Epicure, or Volder and Epicure is gonna get rotated out, so they're gonna have to replace it. but still has like insane one man creature. You got nurturing Pitsy, like like oh my god. Like you could play if you play nurturing Pitsy on turn one, you don't have to bounce anything. But if you play later on, it's stronger, bounce to novice inspector, so you get another clue. Boulder and Epicure get another damage. Well, not anymore, but better. I mean, Warden in Inner Sky is just broken. You know, I mean, just all the artifacts you just use, you tap it to grow it. Also, our stuff. Let's see. Resolute Reinforcements, yeah. Immodane's Recruiter, Sanguine Evangelist, and what Night Errant Eos. That's what you can convoke. So you can just tap so many creatures and you cast it and then just get more creatures. And if you manage to cast this for free by using 5 creatures, you can pick up another Night Errant of Eos because it's gonna be 5 mana. I mean, because based on the number of creatures that convoked it is a mana cost you can get, but you can take 2 from out of 6. Gleeful Demolition, destroying the artifacts. I mean, what now? Well, in the past, you got Novice Inspector and Volder and Epicure that could destroy those artifacts. Now, you only got Novice Inspector. But now they have their own artifact. I mean, they got Legion Extruder, a 2 mana artifact that deals 2 damage when it ETBs to any target. And you can, for 2 mana, tap sacrifice another artifact to create free golem. So, they can start creating golems by sacrificing the clues. But you could also destroy the Legion Extruder if you want to, or the Golem token with Gleeful Demolition, or destroy the enemy's artifact. But you use Gleeful Demolition to get goblins for yourself. Case this Gateway Express, yep. And sideboard, they don't use they got Urbrask's Forge, which you're not gonna destroy that with the Gleeful Demolition, but it just starts amassing so many creatures. Azorius Soldiers, I mean, it's literally the same. It was like what was the standard soldiers deck is now a pioneer deck and replaces the mono white humans deck. So yeah, it has a few wolves, not knights though. We got Werewolf's Bodyguard and Knight Errant of Eos. Those aren't soldiers; they're just knights. But the rest are soldiers. They're just cheap and stuff. And Jeskai. What's Jeskai? Oh, Jeskai aggro. So you got Novice Inspectors, Spyglass Siren that creates a map, Warden of the Inner Sky, Yotian Frontliner. Oh yeah, Yotian Frontliner. Sometimes we use that. That's also an artifact. You could just unearth it and hit it with the Gleeful Demolition. So yeah, it's actually strong. So yeah, Night Arnavios might get banned in standard. Pioneer, it does kind of exist, but it's not really that good, to be honest. So let's just go to our number 8. There we got Amalia, infamously known for her combo in Pioneer. 2 mana, 2/2 legendary vampire scout with ward for free life. And when you gain life, explores. And then if her power hits 20, destroy everything else. So, um, so basically, you combo with the Wild Growth Walker, in which whenever one of your creatures explores, you gain free life and grow the Walker. So with Amalia, you can keep on exploring and gaining a bunch of life until you hit the the Aberflux, and you just wipe out everything from board. So we could theoretically get one shot by Amalia at 20 power, but you could also, but if you don't get one shot by Amalia, you're gonna get one shot by the Aberflux. So yeah, and Amalia with like 18 explorers, you're gonna try and hit because you're gonna get And it's not just 18 explorers. It filters through all the lands. So you can go through 18 up to 18 non-lands up to the point you get um, the Aether Floods. And if you multiply 18 by 3, that's um, that's 54 life. So you're gonna, even if you only hit non-lands, you're gonna have enough life to uh, you're gonna have enough life to pop the air floods. So yeah. So yeah, Amalia is just broken, and she's 2 mana, so you could do the combo by turn 3, and since air floods is 4 mana, turn 4 AP floods, and you just one shot the opponent. GG. And plus, they just since she's 2 mana, she can be hit by resurrection spells at 2 mana, and now in Bloomberg, we got a new latest addition to Bloomberg, which I bet it will be played. We have it's a white card. So like it's so there's no splashing required. Look in where is it? No, not this one. So where is it? Dewdrop Cure. 3 mana sorcery. Gift a card, and you take 2 creatures with MV2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. But if you promise the gift, it's 3 of them. And 2 is enough. You just get Wildgrowth Walker plus Amalia. And I mean, to start the combo, you need to either gain life or explore. So if you gift the card, you could bring back from your graveyard one of the creatures that gains you the life or explores that you might have played on turn 1 and gets killed. So actually, so we just go so Dewdrop Cure. I mean, uh I honestly think uh it's gonna be used for look. Oh, you can also use it with Deep Cavern Bat. I mean, it's a new one. So yep, Amalia and Wildgrowth Walker. That people and also Prosperous Innkeepers. So yep, Amalia deck just got a new buff. I think Wizards gotta do something about it. Let's go to our number 8. No, that was 8. 7. Vein Ripper. So broken. A 6 mana, 6/5 vampire assassin with flying ward, sacrifice a creature. When a creature dies, drain your opponent for 2 life. Well, banning Sorin would be kind of useless, in my opinion. Because Sorin is, well, a Planeswalker, he works well with just Vein Ripper and a few other vampires. But the reason why Vein Ripper is playable is because of Sorin. I mean, but even without Sorin, Rakdos players who somehow managed to cast Vein Ripper, hard cast Vein Ripper on turn 5, turn 6, or by just simply outlasting the opponent long enough to get Vein Ripper out. And when they get Vein Ripper out, then that's it. Opponent has if they get it out too early, there could be a way to kill it. I mean, you get a creature and well, Sorin starts growing the Vein Ripper, start draining the opponent. I mean, but basically, when it's late in the game, you can just hardcast Vein Ripper, and the opponent has basically nothing to stop it because they need to kill Vein Ripper at the cost of one of their creatures as well. They need a removal spell and a creature. So this, so Vein Ripper, it's just gonna, it's just so broke because just by killing Vein Ripper normally, you'd get drained for 4 life because of the creature you sacrifice to kill Vein Ripper and the Vein Ripper that dies. So, best way to do it is by just blot out. That's the only way to handle Vein Ripper. And and yeah, by the time they get Vein Ripper out, You probably won't have your blowout because they play fault seas. They play sometimes they play deep Karen bats and or other stuff. But yeah, you're not gonna have your removal long enough to hit the vein ripper when it's necessary. Anyways, let's go to our number 6, and we got Nadu, Winged Wisdom, currently banned as a dual commander, but it's still legal in every other format, and is currently the most played card in Modern. 3-mana, 3/4 legendary bird wizard, flying, and for each of your creatures, the first 2 times they get targeted by a spell or an ability, top card. If it's land, it goes to the battlefield. Otherwise, it goes to the hand. So this triggers like twice per turn, but for each creature. So you could hit Nado of Shuko twice. That's 2, and then you get, and also you got. So yeah, there's just 3 cards in this deck that I've put in because there some that are just likely to get banned. So Brawl could also be banned. It could also be banned in Brawl, as it's also a very powerful Brawl commander. I mean, as in Modern Horizons 3, there'll be Modern Horizons 3 in Arena, and well, yeah, it's just strong. I just think Naru could get hit in Brawl. So yeah, I mean, Wizards themselves specified it. I mean, Alko's banned in Brawl. I mean, the first format they banned Alko in was Brawl. So Naru could get banned in Brawl. So yeah. Let's go to our number 5. And we got another card from the same deck, Springheart Nantuko. 2-mana, 1/1 insect enchantment creature, insect monk. With this bestow over 2 mana. Enchant creature gets +1/+1. And for landfall, you get an insect. Or instead of getting an insect, you can pay 2 mana to clone your enchanted creature. Well, if the creature is yours, of course, only. So Springheart Nantuko is, well, the main card that makes Nadu work. They could ban Springheart Nantuko. If they don't want to ban Nadu straight away, they could ban the Springheart Nantuko to nerf the Nadu down. So they gotta use cards like uh, so they gotta use a Scoot Swarm, which is 3 mana, and it's probably worse than Springheart Nantuko because Springheart Nantuko is 2 mana, and you could just put it on the creature and it starts cloning it. But if you don't, if you're using a Scoot Swarm, it's just gonna create insects, and if you have 6 lands, it starts creating Scoot Swarms, but it's 3 mana, so it's much harder to get than Springheart Nantuko in a Nadu deck. Plus, Springheart Nantuko is playable in Primeval Titan and can actually cause some insane combos with both Primeval Titan and Dryad of the Easing Grove. Primeval Titan allowing you to, with the amulet, infinitely duplicate the Primeval Titan until you run out of lands. And with Dryad of the Easing Grove, infinite Dryads of the Easing Grove, infinite land drops if you have a bounce land and the amulet. Without amulet plus bounce land, you can get infinite Dryads. And because you'd landfall, clone the Dryad, bounce, and you got yeah, it's actually just insane. So yeah, non-Tuco dry. So Yeah. So yeah, it's just with a bounce that I mean it's so yeah. Because you keep on getting land because every time you get a dry you get a land drop and so yeah, it's actually kind of cool. Now it's time for number four. And we got due to like the insane like recency bias like well basically like in when Magic they release a new set, they don't tend to ban cards straight away. Like they take like months to ban certain cards. So when Holgak came out in MH1, uh, Holgak was just broken instantly. But they had to ban other cards before banning Holgak, like 3 months later or something, because um, we first had the first card to get banned was uh, was Bridge from Below, which was already banned before, was unbanned, and then they banned it again. So so yeah, Bridge from Below was a broken card from the start. So Wizards made a mistake unbanning it when they unbanned it, and then what they banned it, and that was not enough. That deck still existed even without Bridge from Below. So they had to ban uh, Holgak. Also, it took a while for I mean so it took a month for people to start breaking Oko, and once Oko was like broken, bro literally hit every single format, so they had to ban Oko from Brawl first, then they hit Standard and Pioneer, then they hit Standard, and then they hit Pioneer and Modern in one sweep, and then like a year later they banned Oko in Legacy when Uro was getting swept. I mean, Uro when Uro dropped, he was also strong. So they actually had to ban the inferior version of Uro, which is a growth spiral in standard when Uro was a thing. Later on, they banned Uro, like once a few years passed. But then, like after Uro, rotated, Bro literally just broke Modern and Pioneer. So they banned Uro and Pioneer and Modern in one sweep, and then they banned Alco in that same ban announcement. So yeah, and what Shuko? That's a card from a long time ago. I mean, what friggin' Betrayers of Kamigawa. It's a 1 mana artifact equipment. Equip creature plus 1 for 0 and equip for 0. So this lets you infinitely activate a 0 cost that can on your creature. So with Nadu, that's actually a combo. Nadu, Springheart, Nantuko, you can endlessly get lands because each creature you get, that's 2 triggers. So you can hit a land with one of those triggers, and well, you get a creature. And it's not that you got Dryad Arbors, which is a land. So you can just get. So, yeah. Mm. So, basically, so yeah, Shuko is just broken. And plus, it's just a 1 mana artifact. You can pull it out uh, with an Urza Saga. So Shuko plus Urza Saga. I mean, you could just tutor it. If you don't get Shuko, you could tutor Shuko with an Urza Saga. They ban Shuko, then that's part of the game plan gone. They have to rely on Outriders Encore. So, which is a free mana 2/2 creature that serves like Shuko at instant speed. But there's also lightning, which they still haven't touched onto for whatever reason, but it's a 2 mana artifact, so you can't pull it uh, with Urza's saga. You can't search it with uh, with Court of Calling or Finale of Devastation. But um, so and the thing is, since Lightning Greaves gives Shroud, you have to have another creature to reattach it. So you have to like Chugo can attach itself to the same creature consistently. Um, the other one, uh, Lightning Greaves, you have to move it from one creature to another. So it's not like actually. So you have to like. So you have to keep on moving it. Now let's go to our number three. And it is Omnath for Brawl. Well, Omnath was already nerfed in Arena. I mean, this is the normal version, but in Arena, Omnath scries, not draws, and it's 5 mana. But we're just gonna use this image for Omnath because that's the one I found. But he could get banned in Brawl just because he's just powerful. I mean, um, you just play a lands deck. I mean, especially with the new Capenna lands and fetch lands and stuff, you could just trigger and well, he was banned in standard and exists in and has been in alchemy whilst he was still in the format as a nerfed version of Omnath, but um, but yeah, I think he got but then he got banned in historic, I think. But well, he's still active in Brawl. He's Pioneer and Modern. It's just an uh, Pioneer and Modern. He's a fair card, so they're not gonna ban it. I mean, not even in Pioneer is he that strong. Imagine Modern. So yeah, that's basically Omnath. Not much explanation here. Let's go to number two, and we got with our latest format edition, Dual Commander in online. We have, of course, a new banned list and some new rules and well more events on Dual Commander. Now that players can collectively agree on one band list and rules set, then then we have of course a few cards that could get banned in Dual Commander. So um, as a commander, I'm not talking about cards that would get banned in Dual Commander as a card. I'm just saying commanders that might get banned. So Yoshimaru, Ever Faithful being a partner that can be played with legendaries. A 1 mana 1/1 legendary dog. When another legendary permanent ETBs under your control, put a +1 counter on Yoshimaru. Yoshimaru being one of the most popular commanders, usually paired with uh other commanders. So for dual commander, the dual commander metagame, like on MTG Top 8, the most popular right now at 8% of aggro is Yoshimaru. Yoshimaru being paired at it's at 8%. I mean, and you pair him with so some are pairing him with like Tana or with Bruce Taro. So you just so you play with um so he's an aggro commander. I mean, so Yoshimaru. I mean, you don't use. I mean, sometimes like the thing is with dual command. If you're playing um partner commanders, you have to choose um you have to choose two you can only choose you can only play one commander per game. I mean, if you play Yoshimaru, you can't play Tana, or but if you play Bruce Tower, you can't play Yoshimaru. So, but he's still like you play with legends, and it's an aggro deck, and bro's just and plus he's a one mana commander. I mean, there's not many one mana commanders right now in the format. I mean, Isamaru, like, Isam, what is it? Is it Isamaru being a one mana 2/2 dog? Um, not really the same. The thing is, Isamaru is vanilla commander, so he works alone, and you just do a white weenie. But with Yoshimaru, you have access to other colors, plus he has even a better potential. Like it's a 1/1, but he can grow even bigger with more legendaries. Yeah, even like legendary lands could just trigger Yoshimaru. Like you can play friggin' Otawara and or even like is there any other? Core Haven is also a legendary land. So Mines of Moria. I mean that's red, but if you pair him with Bruce Taro or Yoshimaru, no, not Yoshimaru, Tana. That's a red commander. I mean Tamio. That's Tamio's your classic control deck. There's not much. It's not that broken, and well, yeah. Also, this format is where um, that's basically Yoshimaru. Let's go to our number one, where we got another very aggro commander. That's just well, he's playing every single red deck wins deck, and it's at number two for the aggro meta. No, it is. Like I said, this isn't ranked in terms of how likely they will get banned. This is just an order of some cards, that could, get banned. So we got 2 mana, two legendary human artificer with haste. Can't block when he gets hit. It's not that many for the top card for the top of your library. And you can choose one of them to play that card until the end of your next turn. So he just impulse draws every time he gets hit. And if he dies, you can just bring back. And that just gives you a lot of card advantage, which is something red doesn't have. So with a red deck wins, if you go on MTG top 8, which is the most like I mean with let's just go for we got dual commanders. So on archetypes at 57% of mana is aggro. We got Yoshimaru, and 7% is red deck wins, which red deck wins is mainly consisted of Feldon, Ronom, Excavator, and so yeah, it's I mean there's just one or two just if you're not playing Feldon, you're playing Inti. And most players prefer Feldon over Inti. So yeah, it's just and the two events I've seen of Inti aren't actually like really big events. It's just like the top. There's not even the top 8. The top three of Flage, um, Flage, Doran, and friggin' Inti. So yeah, and that's in the Philippines as well. I mean, so and if we go for the other Inti player, it's the same. The only Inti player, I mean, everyone else is playing Feldon, and there's this one guy in the Philippines who's playing friggin' Inti. And another, like, it was just two tournament pods with the same top 3 out of 11. So this tells you that Inti is not the one. It's definitely Feldon. I mean, we got also Aragorn, but my podcast only fit 10 cards. If this gets 5 likes, I'll do another one with more cards, more commanders, and even include some cards that might get unbanned. So, yeah, congratulations. Oh, wait, congratulations. You've reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe and follow Biantore, share friends, stay tuned for my next video streams, and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday 4:30 GMT. So stay tuned to watch my other videos too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.